Brian's speed and power in his skating is so captivating. He's kept up his technical content since the '88 Olympics. And of course, one of his signature jumps is the tonneau Lutz. Triple Lutz with the arm above the head. Gorgeous.
Always has been.
Vern, I know you and I have discussed how hard it is each year to find music that something that you want to express and a story you want to tell, and inspiration for a program can really come from anywhere. And this gorgeous piece of music actually came from an episode of Ally McBeal. Brian was watching and heard it and said, I really have to skate to that. Nice triple toe. Brian actually choreographed this number himself. Triple loop, which we're not used to seeing from Brian. Good for him for attempting that. Little bobble on the landing, but
that was large.
The death drop. Gorgeous program for Brian.
Well, at the age of 37, he still maintains that elegance and style, class. I gave him a year. He's 38. He'll appreciate that. Brian has decided to stop the lengthy tours now. He's picking his spots. And to our gratitude, he has competed in this event, as I said, every year since 1994.
Here's that gorgeous tonneau Lutz. Very unusual not to have your arms in, which is what creates the rotation. As strong as ever. And a triple loop is something we don't see very often from him. Again, proving that this many years after the Olympics, still pushing himself technically.
With his teammates, Tara Lipinski, Christy Yamaguchi, we get the scores for Brian Boitano.
9.8, 9.8, 9.9, 9.9, 9.8. For a total of 49.
They are good ones. The total for Brian Boitano, 49.1. And Team USA still in the lead. The final two technical programs, including Canada's Kurt Browning, when we continue. And on the ice, representing the world team from Toronto, the four-time world champion, Kurt Browning. Music is called Am I the Only One? From the bare naked ladies.
Kurt actually has a friendship with the band from Canada. And this program actually is choreographed by Roberto Campanella, who is one of the dancers with the National Ballet of Canada. Kurt really taps into all areas of the art world, opening with a very solid triple thou.
And of course, Kurt's wife, Sonia Rodriguez, is a principal with the National Ballet of Canada.
He's going to try the triple axel. But he went for it.
Ouch.
Yeah, and you can see that look on his face. But he was determined. Again, a minimum of 3 triples. He's done the sow cow. He just turned that triple into a double. So he knows the triple toe combination. He has to dig deep for that one. Camel change camel, one of the required spin elements, to a back 6 spin. Right now, this is where he's taking that deep breath, knowing the pressure is on for this triple-triple combination. Look at the speed going in. One more. He turned it into a double. I love this program. It's sort of got a suave feel about it, which we know Kurt can do just about anything on the ice.
Yeah, he does suave well. He does footwork pretty well, too.
And here, as you see, he has done a full circle pattern of footwork.
Nah, he is not going to like that.
You know, all these skaters are such perfectionists, and when you make mistakes, it just really gets you. It's hard to be satisfied. He was fine here on the takeoff, got straight up into the air, just at the end started to lean backwards. You can see how he was on the back of the blade, couldn't hang on to the landing. Takes off on the forward outside edge, pole vault with the right leg into the air. Look at his ankles, gorgeous position. Now watch, he starts to lean back. He wasn't quite done the rotation either. Hit the whole blade right to the heel.
Great, look forward to it.
And the scores now for Kurt Browning.
9.8, 9.7.
Well, 3 9.7s in succession. Judge number 6, a 9.6. Number 7, a 9.6. High and lower thrown out. The total for Kurt Browning of 48.5. Disappointing.
And now the last of the technical programs, 1996 United States National Champion, Rudy Galindo.
Love it. Splendid thing. Lift us up where we belong. All you need is
This is a love song medley from Moulin Rouge.
Well, Rudy's been trying the triple axel in warm-up. He's not sure if he was going to try it, but he's picking up enough speed. Turn it into a double combination.
Live this way, I can't survive.
And keep your eye on the costume in this number, the female figure on Rudy's back. Very clever. When she is singing, Rudy will be skating backwards. And when the male voice is heard, Rudy will be skating forward. Here's his first triple, the triple loop. Nice. Wow, right into a triple Salchow.
And I'll drink all the time. We should be lovers. We can't just we should be lovers.
Triple Sow, double toe combination. And Vern, I don't know if you saw Moulin Rouge, but the entire movie was really just an artistic extravaganza. And when Rudy saw it, he knew he had to skate to the music. Triple toe. Now you're since coming out a couple years ago with his HIV status, you know, it slowed his training down a little bit. He's had to sort of compromise, and yet it hasn't slowed him down, if you know what I mean. He's just a fighter, and this is a 4-minute and 10-second program packed with triples. He never quits. It's so great.
It is great. Rudy Galindo. His sister, Laura Galindo Black, mother of 2. Rudy, she called him an awesome uncle. Her son Tyler is 3, daughter Miranda 18 months of age. Rudy, diagnosed as HIV positive on March 1st of the year 2000, has become a very prominent spokesman for AIDS awareness. Nice performance.
Here at the opening, beautiful triple Salchow. Look at his leg position right into a double toe combination. He was going to throw a triple axel in at the beginning of the program, but realized maybe he just wasn't quite strong enough. And here the final triple toe, getting a little leaning in the air, but like I said, fighting for that landing.
And the scores now for Rudy Galindo and Team USA.
9.9, 9.8, 9.7, 9.8, 9.8, 9.9. For a total of 49.0. Team USA in the lead, 190.
Nice set of scores for Rudy Galindo. And that completes the technical portion of this competition. And Team USA with a lead of 196.4 to the world team's 194.3.
Bonnie?
Rudy, I would imagine since you can't probably practice your jumps as much as you're used to, getting out there and performing the way you did has got to be a big relief.
It is nice. I count my blessings every day that being HIV positive, that I could just go out there and still continue with my love of my sport of figure skating. So I'm just happy to be here.
Thanks. Vern?
That concludes the technical program. The artistic when we return as these skaters go head-to-head.
Olay salutes Christy Yamaguchi in all of her achievements. If you were with us earlier, you heard Christy mention that this will in all likelihood be her last year of touring. In the decade since her Albertville Gold, she's discovered a maturity in her skating that she's learned to share with her fans.
I still love it as much, if not more now, and I think just the comfort in having been pro for 10 years has helped me share that more with the audience. You know, give a gift to them, because I feel like it's a gift.
So,
And we're going to have head-to-head competition. We begin with Yuka and Christy.
Well, I tell you, the relief is that the technical portion is over. Now, this is where all of the skaters get to shine and really show their stuff and use the audience to help them. Now, Yuka and Christy, both classy skaters, but very different numbers coming up. Yuka's going to skate very slow and beautiful. And like Christy said, she's coming out with a hard-edged Janet Jackson, so that's going to be a great pairing.
Well, and we're going to end this evening, and the Americans are leading by a couple of points right now. We end it with Kurt Browning and Brian Boitano.
Well, both Brian and Kurt obviously known as technicians. Now, Kurt had a little bit of a rough start in the technical program, which usually gets Kurt really motivated to come out in the artistic program and just absolutely go all out. And of course, Brian's got a very interesting number coming up, something very dance-oriented. So again, this is a great pairing.
Well, here is the 1994 world champion from Japan, Yuka Sato. And the music, The Color of Roses, performed by Susan Anton.
This music was a suggestion by Scott Hamilton for Yuka, and it just suits her perfectly. Beautiful double axel, and when Yuka jumps in any of her programs, there's not a lot of telegraphing. A lot of choreography leading right up to her jumps. Watch the quality of Yuka's feet as she skates and choreography.
You told me, Rosalind, she's one of the few skaters of whom it can be said you don't hear the edges.
Such a soft quality and just so reminiscent of Janet Lynn. She's a purist. She's just truly mesmerizing.
She adds quality to any event in which she skates, does she not? Yuka Sato, 28 years old now. She competed in 2 Olympics in Albertville and Lillehammer. She will be in Salt Lake City, but she will be there as a commentator for NHK television in Japan.
Now again, there are no technical elements that are required in this program, but watch this triple toe done with such ease. The jumps aren't the focus, but the jumps enhance the program, obviously. And of course, Yuka also known for her quality of her spins. Look at the arms, the stretch of the shoulders across the back, beautiful leg position. You can tell I'm a true fan of Yuka's skating.
As are we all. Now the scores will be held here in the artistic portion until both skaters have concluded their artistic performance. In 1992, Yuka Sato finished 7th in Albertville. The Olympic gold medalist that year, Kristi Yamaguchi. She's next, and here is the edgy artistic performance of Kristi. Janet Jackson.
And choreographed by none other than one of Janet Jackson's choreographers, Tina Landon. There's so much collaboration between artistic worlds, between choreography and dance and music. There's so much respect. Wow, triple flip. Vern, when you try something different, you're always worried, is the audience going to accept this side of my skating? And really, everything Kristi tries works because she can do a number like this without ever crossing the line. I tell you how hard it is to do the triples in between all this very difficult choreography that takes so much strength and stamina. It's never as easy as it looks, Vern. with such confidence. It's so great to see her still so competitive with the generations that are coming up. Still look up to her.
Well, a confidence born out of mistake-free programs like that. There's a different side of Kristi Yamaguchi.
And this solid triple flip, she didn't even have it in the technical program. Look at those tight, straight legs. You can see her confidence just in the landing position with those arms. And her expression, she really uses her music.
And now the marks from Judge 1 for Kristi Yamaguchi, 9.8. For Yuka Sato, 9.9. From Judge 2 for Kristi Yamaguchi, 9.8. For Yuka, 9.9. From Judge 3, 9.9 for Kristi Yamaguchi, 9.8 for Yuka Sato. Judge 4, 9.7 to 9.8. Judge 5, 9.8 to 9.9. Judge 6, 9.9 for Kristi Yamaguchi, 9.8 for Yuka Sato. Judge 7, 9.9 and 9.8. For a combined total of 98.4 for both skaters.
How about
it's a tie. Team
Dead even. Yuka Sato, Kristi Yamaguchi, scores of 98.4.
So Team USA now with a score of 294.8, the world team 292.7.
Olay presents the World Ice Challenge, sponsored by Sears. Only Sears has the holiday gifts you want at the prices you need. Sears, where else? And by Audi and the all-new A4. Suddenly, every ride's exciting.
Rudy Galindo. And the music, the Gay Parisienne. Cinch up your seatbelts.
Edgy in a whole different way, Vern. Gorgeous double axel. And yet what I love about Rudy is he's true and honest to the kind of skating that he wants to show the audience, which is just a fun, light side. And this is his personality. Brings so much personality and acting onto the ice into these programs, and the audience loves it.
I've yet to see him not grab the audience and say, "Come with me."
And of course they know how much he's overcome in his life, and that is just an inspiration to everyone. This number is actually 5.5 minutes long, and I talked to Rudy, and he said he's really telling a story. He's exploring all the aspects of Paris.
on the Concorde.
I think we have a costume change.
Now, this is a different part of Paris. I have a feeling here's a completely different part of Paris.
Oh, let's go to the beach. But you know, only Rudy could get away with this. He did say his goal was to come out this year and do something fun and upbeat, when last year he was very slow and mellow and reflective. He definitely went a complete different direction.
I have this vision of some guy with a remote control in his hands who wanted to tune in to reruns of the XFL.
Well, from a Parisienne portrayal to a real Frenchman, Philippe Candeloro is next. World Ice Challenge.
And Vern, what an inventive and fun performance by Rudy. He always puts everything into a performance, and certainly the audience loves him. And of course, Christy and Yuka appreciating how much fun Rudy has on the ice.
For the world team.
Now here's Candeloro with another movie theme program.
Candeloro.
Philippe's adaptation of the movie Castaway. The music you'll hear, though, is not from the movie. Candeloro has chosen to interpret Castaway to an operatic theme. This is the music of Massigny.
Poca memoria, con il cielo riflesso sul mare ed il vento che spazza la storia, ed dimenticato così come un uomo che fu, senza gloria e senza memoria, ma il tuo canto è ancora nell'aria. Le barche nelle...
Opening up with a gorgeous triple Lutz.
Ora cantano tutti
And as you know, Philippe is famous for taking a movie theme and turning it into a real actual production on the ice. Braveheart, Three Musketeers.
Rocky. The vocal, by the way, is Andrea Bocelli interpreting the music of Massigny.
Another beautiful triple. I think that's 3 now. Philippe not resting in this artistic program, that's for sure. And here come the props. Which, as we know, Philippe is also very famous for. From swords and torches and kilts. I think there's a volleyball in there, Vern.
I've got to believe the chances are good.
Storie, passione, dolore, Mascagni vive tra di noi. La luna sparisce.
Wilson.
Voila.
Invented, made famous. No real name to it.
Could call it The Godfather. Another movie theme. Was different. Always is. Philippe Candeloro.
Philippe Candeloro.
And in his interpretation came triples on that island. Look at the height and the leg position in that triple Lutz. One of the best I've seen from Philippe. And believe it or not, a backflip with the volleyball.
And now the
scores for Galindo and Candeloro.
9.7, Philippe Candeloro 9.9. Judge 2, Galindo 9.7, Candeloro 9.9. Judge 3, 9.7, 9.9. Judge 4, 9.8, 9.9. Judge 5, Rudy Galindo, 9.7. Felipe Candeloro, 9.8. Judge 6, 9.7, 9.9. And Judge 7, 9.8, 9.9.
It is a clean sweep for the Castaway over the Gay Parisienne. Candeloro earns the marks of every judge, a total of 99 points. Galindo 97.2, and that tightens the margin. The totals now, Team USA 392 and the World Team 391.7, a difference of 0.3 of a point.
Coming up, Tara Lipinski and Surya Bonali. The final ladies matchup when Olay presents the World Ice Challenge continues. Madam Butterfly.
Starting off with a very powerful triple loop. Not only is Surya powerful technically, but she's very dramatic, from the makeup to the music choices to her costumes. And this is a very drastic difference from what we're going to see from Tara Lipinski, her head-to-head competition.
Very nice.
Little touchdown there on the double axel, but I find when I watch Surya jump, I don't worry, I don't tense, because I know that she's going to land everything. She's very consistent, even with the hip injury that she's dealing with right now.
Never tire of watching her do that.
She's obviously also taken a very different approach in coaching. Her mother, Suzanne Bonelli, coaches her. So, and some criticism, but yet it works. I've watched the two work together. They're very close. And everyone has to find what works for them.
And a professional career is working for Surya Bonelli. She decided to turn pro almost in exasperation because of her problems with the judging community in Olympic eligible skating. Surya and her mom Suzanne now living in Las Vegas. She says she loves the constant blue sky.
Watch the height on this triple toe. could actually be a quad. She has so much airtime. And with her strength, she could do it. And of course, your favorite, Vern, the backflip, this time landing on one foot, doesn't put it down. Whoa, goes right into a back arabesque. Now that is strength.
Well, Surya very pleased with her performance, as she should be. But next on the ice, her head-to-head competition, here is Tara Lipinski.
I held you close to me once in a distant dream.
And if you recognize this music, it is The Color of Roses that Yuka also skated to. This doesn't happen often that two skaters choose the same piece of music in a season, but it can happen.
This version sung by Beth Nielsen Chapman.
And choreographed by Lori Nickel. And when you do find out that your competitor is using the same music, you don't alter anything or change anything. You skate it the way it was choreographed.
To know and to trust what the heart understands. Only the ones who believe ever see what they dream, ever dream what comes true.
Beautiful triple sow.
Brings us tragedy. Everyone serves someone. Still we have faith in it, childlike hope. There's a reason outweighs the
A lot of people criticize Tara's decision to turn professional so soon at such a young age, and yet, Vern, she won the gold medal, and that was very satisfying for Tara, and she was ready to go on and explore new challenges in her life and in her career. And boy, has she grown into just a lovely young woman in the last 4 years. Tara at such a young age handle all the expectations of being a gold medalist, and she's done it with grace. And you know, she's like any other teenager finding her way in this world in front of, you know, the entire world.
Very few private moments.
Yeah. Very mature program.
She was the youngest Olympic champion ever when she won gold in Nagano almost 4 years ago at the age of 15, and then uttered a scream for the ages when she learned that she had won. Still a teenager, 19.
One thing, Vern, every night she goes out, she delivers. And injury or no injury, this is a beautiful triple toe Olay. Hanging on to that landing again, such a fighter. And just the emotion in this program and really the feeling that she put into it. She obviously chose this piece of music from her heart, and she skated it from her heart. Beautiful.
And the marks now for Surya Bonali and Tara Lipinski.
Judge 2 for Tara, 9.9. For Surya, 9.8. Judge 3, 9.9 to 9.8. Judge 4, 9.9 to 9.7. Judge 5, 9.9 to 9.8. Judge 6, 9.9 to 9.8. And Judge 7, 9.9 for Tara Lipinski, 9.8 for Surya Bonali. Total 99.
And a clean sweep for Tara Lipinski and Team USA. 99 points for Tara Surya Bonali with 97.8. And the lead has been increased once again for Team USA. Their total now 491 to 489.5.
Down to Bonnie.
Tara, we've seen you mature and skate so beautifully. It's hard to believe it's almost 4 years since you were crowned Olympic champion. Have you at all started to think about your reign coming to an end?
No, I feel just lucky to be able to say that I've experienced such a great Olympics, and I look at people like Christy and Brian and just glad I'm in that club and I get to stay there forever.
Yes, you do. And when we return to Wilkes-Barre, the Kurt and Brian confrontation.
This number also choreographed by Roberto Campanella, one of the dancers of the National Ballet of Canada. Both Kurt and Brian are choosing numbers that are very dance-oriented. And this number was choreographed to really show off Kurt's physique, his body line. And when it was choreographed with no jumps or spins. It was all dance. And because it was so great and is so great, you didn't miss the jumps. And yet he's added some here tonight. He has such control in and out of his jumps. Watch this section here, the control. Of course, the amazing footwork.